Multiverses seems to be hinting at something banana related, but this could be a hint towards a future character. Technically, we got 3 new stages revealed yesterday, and possibly a 4th unknown stage that will be revealed very shortly. Let's discuss all this, shall we? So let's start with this tweet from the cat from a few days ago, where he mentions that the hype train is still rolling and that the Joker reveal in gameplay, it was just the first of a few stops. All right, so now speculation-mania is going to be running wild here a little bit, right? As to what he ultimately meant by that. So I guess the safe bet in this case, it would be, all right, he just mentioned it was a stop because the Joker's gameplay reveal. All right, well, if that was a stop and we got a few more to go, then he's got to be hinting or alluding to more characters, right? That just makes a lot of sense, right? You're not going to just only have the Joker revealed before Multiverses launches on May 28th, right? Nah, you got to have a little bit more up your sleeves, right? In fact, we do know that they got more up their sleeves, but you know, if you haven't seen data mines and you don't want to be spoiled, I will not spoil that for you. But again, this game launches in less than 2 weeks, so you know, speculation's running a little bit wild. So when we get to speculation about this new head-scratching thing where we see a bunch of people that are involved with multiverses in some capacity, they all tweeted out something really strange yesterday. They all tweeted something related to bananas of all things, right? For example, Nakat mentioned banana daiquiris on an island. Then Multiverses themselves, the official Twitter account, they even replied to quite a few fans with some sort of banana-related humor or puns or whatever it is. You also have Ajax over here talking about a banana split that he might be wanting to eat that night. And then we even have Corey Thalion, who, if I remember correctly, is a community manager for WB Games in general, but it does help out with Multiverses. But he even ended up posting this random tweet about an elephant in like a banana documentary or something crazy. But again, the common theme is bananas. So we all know what they say about banana tweets, right? They all come in bunches. Okay, anyway, back to the video. So what could this all mean, right? Is this Multiverse's way of sort of teasing something banana related in terms of a character? Well, if it is, okay. Well, then what characters are going to come to mind when we think of bananas? Maybe monkey type characters, so Mojo Jojo might come to mind for some people. I've seen a few people throw out the idea of Monkey from Dexters Lab. That'd be kind of an interesting little character to take, right? Nobody would be expecting that, so there's like a WTF kind of character, kind of cool. Perhaps King Kong might come to mind for some people. Big old gorilla, big ape thing, right? What about even Peely from Fortnite? Not saying it's going to happen, but, you know, banana related, right? Makes a lot of sense. So one other thought that I do want to throw out there just because, throw it at a wall, see if it sticks, right? What if all these banana related tweets have something to do with the Powerpuff Girls themselves? You know, what's that saying from their show where they were created with sugar and spice and everything nice, something like that. So is this somehow a weird hint at that saying for the Powerpuff Girls? Again, maybe it's a little bit of a stretch coming from me, but hey, you know, like I said, if you throw 30 things at a wall, maybe one of them sticks and maybe this theory makes sense, but it's just a random stupid theory that, whatever, we'll move on. It's just a theory, okay? Okay. Now, speaking of Mojo Jojo and Monkey respectfully, let's look at what Multiverses officially showed us yesterday in case you happen to miss this. Multiverses, easy for me to say, revealed not 1, not 2, not 5, but 3 different stages. Yes, 3 new stages coming to the game. I'm pretty excited about this. So at first, let's start with the Townsville stage, which looks pretty much like this, as you can see on screen. Looks pretty cool. It pretty much one main platform. Is this going to be their final destination for the game? Just one main platform? All right, I'm all cool with that. But some other eagle-eyed viewers might have noticed, what's that kind of on the left-hand side of the screen? Who's that in there? Mojo Jojo is right there. And the key takeaway from this is he's not a background character. In fact, he's in the foreground. You can even see the shadow of where he's hovering. So this means, well, most likely he's gonna be a stage hazard, right? So if he's if he's a stage hazard, what is he going to end up doing? Is he just going to attack the players? Or is he going to attack the stage at some point, and the stage is going to kind of go up in flames, and it's going to look like Townsville's being destroyed, and then, you know, the Powerpuff Girls are supposed to come in and save it. You know, that whole shtick? Yeah, what if that's the idea for this stage, right? Starts off nice and peaceful, and all of a sudden villains start attacking. That'd be kind of a cool way to kind of incorporate that. Maybe we seen him in the clock tower. We seen that, what was that, like last week or something? So maybe that was a hint at other villains that might be popping up throughout this stage. So we'll have to wait and see ultimately how that plays out, see what gets revealed, but, you know, that is something to, you know, think about. Next stage that got revealed was actually, well, the same idea, but two separate variations of this stage, and I kind of called this a while ago, but Dexters Lab, here's the first stage with the conveyor belts. This one is going to be much more on the, we'll say, wackier, the fun side of stages, right? The not so serious stages, right? We gotta have your not so serious stage. You don't always need competitive stages. Something that's a little bit fun, just a little bit different, is always good for the game. But then, of course, on the flip side of that, we also get Dexters Lab 2 stage, which is going to be the main bottom platform with the 4 floating platforms. So this one is much more of a competitive, a balanced sort of stage, if you will. And to backtrack just a tiny bit here for Dexters Lab, the first stage with the conveyor belts, Multiversers even tweeted this out saying that the stage itself has some gadgets and may or may not side scroll. Ooh, okay. If you like side scrolling stages, well then you're probably gonna love this. Probably like, is this gonna be like somewhat of a tour of Dexters Lab if that's what this is? If it side scrolls through like the entire lab, that'd be kind of cool. That'd actually be kind of cool. I would really dig that. I want to see what they've been cooking. What does Multiverses have in store for this type of stage? We'll have to wait and see, but, you know, pretty cool nonetheless. And just very, very quickly, for anybody that thinks that Mojo Jojo is, you know, he's going to be a stage hazard, so does that rule him out as a character? I even forgot to mention this during the Dexters Lab stage, but we can even see Monkey himself in the background of the stage, so is Mojo Jojo and Monkey, are they pretty much now not confirmed? Are they disconfirmed for this game? You know, or some people say deconfirmed, which is not a word, but there you go. But does this disconfirm those two characters by any means? Actually, no. And how do we know this? Because of a tweet that Tony Wynn himself told us, well, I think a couple years ago now, but it's something along the lines of, he was talking to a fan about ring outs and characters that appear in that. Characters that might be a ring out does not disqualify them from being a character in the future. So I gotta imagine this is going to be the exact same sort of thought process going into background or foreground or stage hazard type characters. They might be a part of the stage, but that doesn't mean they can't be playable later. So if you're a fan of those characters, don't lose hope, because you never know what could happen. And now let's end things off with this. I did mention at the very start of the video that a possible 4th unknown stage could be revealed very shortly. And how did I come about this? Well, fun type of way. If you go over to Multiverses YouTube page, they have a playlist for just their music. But interestingly enough, when you click on this, you get a message at the top of this playlist. And what does that read right there? One unavailable video is hidden. It means there's another video in this playlist, but they haven't revealed it yet, because it's stage music for a stage that we haven't seen yet. I thought about maybe this is another variation of Townsville, possibly, because Dexters Lab does have 2 different stage music, or music for stages, so maybe Townsville can have 2 different stages. But they revealed Townsville yesterday, so why wouldn't they put that on there? So I'm going to kind of rule that out. So this has to be for a different stage entirely. And I would assume the safe guess would have to be the WB Water Tower, simply because we've seen it referenced quite a few times. So that's probably what it's going to be. It's about time we get to see this stage, and, well, we've already heard the music a long time ago, but maybe it's changed. Maybe it's changed, but either way, that is all the news that came out of yesterday. I'm sure something else is going to pop up today, and maybe we get another video tomorrow. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but Multiverse is absolutely rolling. They're absolutely cooking with bananas apparently now, so we'll have to wait and see how or what comes of that. But either way, that is it for this one. Hope you all enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.